What if we could produce light with the snap of our fingers? Boom. And let there be light. It certainly would be useful to perhaps read a book in the dark, or to save on the electrical bill. But evolution had its own plan. Since we live on land and spend most of our days in accordance with the sun and sleep our nights away, we have no real need for personal light production. However, organisms such as marine life seem to have found great use for it. This magical ability to glow is called bioluminescence, meaning the production and emission of light by a living organism. As for where bioluminescence can be found, well, it can be found all over the world. Some of the more commonly seen forms of bioluminescence occur in fireflies and marine animals such as dinoflagellates, but it can also occur in fungi and microorganisms such as bacteria. On a chemical level, there are three main components that give bioluminescence its glow: luciferin, a substrate, luciferase, an enzyme, and oxygen. In fireflies, ATP is used as a catalyst, while in jellyfish, calcium is the main cofactor in activating the bioluminescent glow. The luciferin produces light, and the luciferase allows the light-producing chemical reaction to occur. In this reaction, luciferin acts as a catalyst. The luciferase allows oxygen to combine with the luciferin. This reaction produces photons of light. How bright is it? Like a star shattering into a million pieces. After that, the oxidized luciferin becomes inactive oxyluciferin. Imagine swimming in a galaxy of stars. This is what the sailors of the Indian Ocean experienced when they came upon the Milky Seas. Across miles of milky glowing waters, stretching as far as the eyes could see, sailors watched in wonder as the Milky Seas within the Indian Ocean glowed. Since the first sightings in the 1800s, science discovered how and why the Milky Sea glows. It is from the bacterium called Vibrio Harveyi. Scientists theorize that since Vibrio Harveyi do not glow on their own, their bioluminescence system is activated by a process called quorum sensing, meaning they have to gather together to make a glowing impact. This bioluminescent bacteria may actually use light to attract fish, since its favorite place to live in is inside a fish's gut. The Hawaiian Bobtail squid spends the day hiding buried in the sand. But come nightfall, the squid emerges in search of a meal. To hide from predators and prey alike, the squid has its very own invisibility cloak. If you look at the squid's underside, you can see a pair of structures called the light organ, which it houses inside its mantle. The light comes from Vibrio fischeri, which are related to Vibrio Harveyi, but are a bit different, because this bacterium lives inside the light organ. In a symbiotic relationship, as the bobtail squid protects the Vibrio fischeri bacteria by providing it with a safe home and a steady supply of food, the Vibrio bacteria provides the bioluminescent light to the squid. In an ingenious form of camouflage known as counter-illumination, the squid uses its glowing bacteria to mimic moonlight and its ink projection to adjust the intensity, hiding its shadow from any creature that is looking for an easy meal. Black sea devils are deep-sea dwelling anglerfish who typically live 1,900 feet below the surface. In an evolutionary twist, anglerfish developed their own fishing tool to use in the depths of the marine terrain. A bioluminescent organ that is on the first spine of their dorsal fin along their back, called an esca, acts as a lure for drawing in prey such as crustaceans, lanternfish, and bristlemouths. The light of this lure is created via the symbiotic relationship between photobacterium and female anglerfish. In the darkness of deep water, anglerfish flash the light to attract prey and draw them near its mouth, and then when the prey swims up close enough, it is devoured. Given the shape of this angler's body, it is pretty clear that it's not designed for speed. And it doesn't need to see well either. Instead, these are ambush predators who lurk in the darkness with their jaws wide open and their fishing tools in check, ready to grab an unwary meal. In this increasingly studied world of what was once thought to be a light show from a magical realm, we've learned that there are many different species of bioluminescent organisms and many different ways that they can use their beautiful glow. Be it for communication, protection, hunting, or mating. Bioluminescence serves many different purposes in nature. Although now we know how bioluminescence is produced, what organisms use it, and why it's such an integral part of marine life function, there is still much research to be done on the subject and more bioluminescent species to be discovered. And now, even in the deepest, darkest places of the world, we have one more reason to keep on searching for the light.